Some of our favorite films we've ever seen on your left and right. We couldn't fit them all. We've made more than 8,000 movies, but they're all online. ueag.com. If you want to digitally purchase or download anything we've ever made, go there. Check it out. This all started with Mr. Carl Laemmle. He founded our studio in 1912. These are pictures taken 3 years later, March 15th, 1915. He bought a 200-acre chicken ranch where we're driving. He turned it into a one-stop shop for making movies. You see that? That's the key to Universal City. That's right, we're a city. We have been all the way back since when we started. We're still a city to this day. We've got our own fire station on the right, our own sheriff's station, our own post office. All the trappings of a normal city. Of course, we're not a normal city. Nobody lives in our city. It gets very lonely here when you guys all leave. You're the closest thing we've got to Universalites. You're the single-day residents. And you all leave, and it gets very lonely. No one to spoon me, but a bunch of damp animatronic dinosaurs. Very sad. You guys are the Universalites. Besides you, it's just actors who pretend to live here. And they pretend to live in sets. You guys know what sets are, right? They're the backgrounds of movies, TV shows. We build them inside sound stages, big warehouses. The walls are big and thick. They're 98% soundproof on the inside. See this stage on your left? This is stage 20. 12. Gosh, why did I get that wrong? I've been working here for 7 years to get the stage name wrong. It's stage 12. Been here for a long time, since they started filming sound. It says The Voice back there on the corner. That's where we've been filming The Voice for a long time. He is still set to the right of the door. Here it is on your screen as well. He made his show Alfred Hitchcock Presents on the lot. After 50 films, guys, if you want to get good at something, do it a lot. That's why he still has some of the best films to his name to this day. Vertigo, Rear Window, Psycho, The Birds. He was also famous for making cameos in his movies like these on your screens. So find a gimmick and stick to it. You'll become a huge success like Mr. Hitchcock. These sound stages on the left are actually fairly new. We only built them about 6 years ago. Brought back Will and Grace Dare. America's Got Talent with Terry Crews shoots inside. I like Terry on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Guys, that show doesn't shoot in Brooklyn. It films out here in sunny Southern California on backlot sets. Like this one on your right. Welcome to New York, or Chicago, or Los Angeles, or any city in the world we want that to be. Guys, we redecorate it every time. Look at all these metro sets out here, right? They can be any city USA, and we dress them up differently every time so that they can be. The Brownstone Street apartments on the right-hand side, seen in all these classic examples. Brownstone Streets, used in Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey. The street we're going to see up here, originally, this is where a DeLorean went at 88 miles per hour in Back to the Future. More recently, they've been shooting the Ed Helms series Rutherford Falls out here.
Janet, are you excited?
For what?
We're on the world-famous Universal Studio Tour, and right there in front of us is a trim of death.
His portrayal of Atticus Finch. Same steps, guys, 20 years before Back to the Future. Bruce goes around the corner, he's in a whole different part of town from Bruce Almighty. Look at how many times we can use the same set, and you don't even notice it, right? We're gonna round the corner into a different part of town. 1 block away, Quiet Hill Valley, center of a suburban neighborhood. Here we are in the middle of New York City, right? So we got a lot of different metro sets all right next to each other. This guy knows his way around here.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I'm gonna start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's that mugged over there? That old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, it's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
How I Met Your Mother, The Mindy Project, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They've all shot down this street. American Ninja Warrior did big obstacle courses down here. Hobbs and Shaw shot down here. Shia LaBeouf ran down the street with the Allspark and Transformers. Captain America ran down the street chasing a taxi cab in Captain America First Avenger. The list goes on, but these buildings are only 50 feet tall. The insides of them, a bunch of plywood to keep it standing up. We'd rather shoot that part inside a soundstage, so there's nothing much in there but a bunch of plywood. We call these Facades. It's a French word. It means false front. Take a look at the brick. Guys, that's not brick. Those are big sheets of plastic. It's plastic, this foam, rubber, all making up that stonework. Welcome to Hollywood. It's all fake, and that's okay. The only thing that needs to be real in that movie theater are your thoughts and emotions watching the movie. I'm going to prove it. I'll take you to an even faker environment. This one completely created inside a computer. But you're going to feel like you're heading back to Skull Island.
It's the original King Kong that maybe during I saw that movie on TV about 8 years old.
Hello, fourth car. Here's proof I'm not an animatronic.
I like films that just take you out of real life and sweep you up the edge. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
We're going to see what kind of place it is soon.
He really put a lot of thought into the personality. And he's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature of Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. His eyes are representing his personality and his life. He's had enormous number of encounters with his foes, the T-Rexes.
That was King Kong 360 3D. From here, I missed that guy. That makes our Universal Tram an official picture car, just like any vehicle that shows up on camera, and we got some famous ones coming up.
Just sit down and have fun, damn it!
What he said. I would get out a phone or a camera, though. You don't want to be unprepared like this lady. Look out, a picture car. Knight Rider, Magnum PI on the left. Vehicles that define their characters. Back to the Future helps define its era with the vehicles, whether it be the 50s or the distant future of 2015. Flintstones take us back to bedrock, the first environmentally friendly cars, all foot-powered, invented by Elon Musk. Thank you very much. It's all downhill from here. There's a Harry Potter second movie car out there, Angeline, that's our new series on Peacock. We got Jurassic vehicles, including the glassless gyrosphere. The glass was never added because otherwise it reflects the camera. They added it digitally for that reason. On your screen is a great example of product placement. A car company will pay to have their car on screen. That's Mercedes right there, right? Same deal with these cars. Same deal with the drinks they enjoy at the end of every Fast and Furious movie. Cheers, family. Corona, right? They've been doing that a while. E.T. peddling more than bicycles. Anyone remember what he's peddling in his movie? Reese's Pieces. The sales went up 60%, 2 weeks of E.T. in theaters. You can't argue with that. That's why there's that Barbasol can in Jurassic Park, right? And we're heading back off the coast of Costa Rica. Let's roll out the red carpet.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
You're surrounded by set pieces, vehicles, props from the Jurassic movies, mostly the second movie, Lost World Jurassic Park. In fact, here's the mobile lab on your left that you saw fall over a big cliff face in that movie. It's mostly plywood, painted to look like metal. You can see the paint chipping now, but a fresh coat on set looks good. It's cheaper, right? We save money, but it's lighter weight as well. So when, oh my goodness, spitters in the bushes. If only I'd known they were there. So sorry.
That's the second time I've been spit on by dinosaurs in like 10 minutes. My mouth was open again. Is my mouth always open? You tell me that.
I am sorry. I've been trying to train them to just hit the people wearing Disney merch. How are they doing back there, you know? If you wore Mickey ears, yeah, okay, good. It's really your fault. Yeah. Take a look on your screen. So this is the mobile lab falling over a big cliff face. Guess what? Not a cliff face. It's a parking structure. Dropped that lady. Just kidding, guys. You can't drop Julianne Moore. She's an A-lister. We picked her up from the bottom and reversed the footage, yeah? And then made it look like she fell. That's the side of a parking structure. Can you believe that? They dressed it up, made it look like a cliff. Big classic scary T-Rex attack. You know how we make them so scary, guys? I'll tell you, it's Filmmaking 101. Set it at night, in the rain. Protagonist stuck in a vehicle. Right? Big scary T-Rex attack happens in every movie. It's not just T-Rex attacks. Every big fight sequence in John Wick, when does it happen? Is it a nice big sunny day? No. Nighttime. Raining. How about that kiss in the Notebook? Nighttime. Raining. If you want it to be more dramatic, you set it at nighttime in the rain. Well, I can't make it nighttime automatically out here. We have to cover the street. But I'll show you how we can make it rain in a pinch right out here in sunny Southern California, like we typically do. Boom. Rain. Magical, isn't it? As long as you don't stick your head out and look for the sprinkler heads like half of you just did. I see you back there, you're cheating, yeah. You can't do that. Not when you're watching the movie. You can't stick your head through the screen and look up, right? You're on this side of camera. Get out your camera, prop out the sprinkler heads, and tell your friends outside LA it's raining here today. It works on you every time. The hard part is getting a picture of rain. What are you seeing out there? You're not seeing rain, you're seeing little bits of light getting diffracted in the raindrop. If there was no light cutting into those raindrops, you would not see it, right? It's little bits of white. All right, so feel the pain of our directors of photography, but don't worry, that's gonna look great on camera no matter what. If you're in a blue seat, well, you might get wet, by the way. Enjoy, folks, and action, yeah. Some of you didn't believe me. Look at that. Thousands of gallons of recycled dinosaur spit. Beautiful. Through the drier part of Old Mexico, they shot Three Amigos with Steve Martin over here, Nacho Libre with Jack Black, and some of Arrested Development with Jason Bateman. Let's cross the border into 6 Points, one of those classic sets online, where John Wayne and Clint Eastwood and Jimmy Stewart have shot classic westerns like Death Street Rides Again and episodes of Wagon Train. I'll add 2 big names to the list: Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the 9th Quentin Tarantino film shot right out here. Southern California, like we typically do. Boom! Rain. Magical, isn't it? As long as you don't stick your head out and look for the sprinkler heads like half of you just did. I see you back there, you're cheating, yeah. You can't do that. Not when you're watching the movie. You can't stick your head through the screen and look up, right? You're on this side of camera. Get out your camera, prop out the sprinkler heads, and tell your friends outside LA it's raining here today. It works on you every time. The hard part is getting a picture of rain. What are you seeing out there? You're not seeing rain, you're seeing little bits of light getting diffracted in the raindrop. If there was no light cutting into those raindrops, you would not see it, right? It's little bits of white. All right, so feel the pain of our directors of photography, but don't worry, that's gonna look great on camera no matter what. If you're in a blue seat, well, you might get wet, by the way. Enjoy, folks, and action on the left, right? So we'll renovate this place from time to time. By the way, we are about halfway through our tour. If you need anything, reach up, pull that cord, otherwise remain seated. These were here all the way back in 1915. Back then, we were making up to 200 westerns a year. They were all silent. We had 6 western streets. We called it 6 Points for that reason. 6 streets, and we'd shoot a western on each one all at once. Yeah, and you could do that because they're all silent. Probably got very loud making all of them at the same time, though, right? Yeah, live ammunition, live horses, live audiences. People like you guys could come in here, same ticket prices today, 25 cents plus inflation, yeah? And they'd come in here, sit in the bleacher, boo for the villain, you know, and cheer the good guy. It could be as loud as they wanted. We weren't rolling sound. And then we kicked them all out in the late 1920s. We said, shh, quiet on set, get out of here, tourists. And we made musicals. We built sound stages. This was a huge development. You couldn't have a musical in the silent film era. That doesn't really work, does it, yeah? But when they invented sound, it was a big deal. So we made a lot of musicals. Right out there on the left, they shot one called Showboat. You can see it, right? Boat, wheel, that song, Old Man River, almost sank the company. It was big, expensive, and it was in the middle of the Great Depression. Tough time for everybody, us included. We survived by cleverly making monster movies. This is what kept us afloat. Creature from the Black Lagoon, 1950s, shot right down there on the left. We were doing pretty okay by this point. You know who saved us? Dracula and Frankenstein. Those movies came out same year, 1931. We said, great. Same pitchforks, same torches, same actors and sets. Let's just do the left-hand side as we round the corner. You'll see those classic sets of Little Europe, where the universal monster was born.
It's one of the great icons of the world.
Absolutely. Who can forget Dracula, Frankenstein, the Invisible Man? Oh my goodness, there he is, right there, the Invisible Man. Wow. You almost never see him. Almost never. Those sets back there, also used for The Good Place with Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. And one of my favorite series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Angel, played by David Boreanaz. He'd go on a bloody vampire rampage in flashbacks on the show. But he didn't just play a vampire over there, he played a detective inside this soundstage. In this episode of Bones, David Boreanaz, Emily Deschanel.
When I talked to him, she think I died.
It means active set, right? And active sets, you don't want to move anything. If you move a prop, it was here in one shot, now it's here in this shot. Ruins the continuity of the film or the TV show. So, it's all right. Little California trip. We get these all the time. Stay seated, stay calm. I'm sure we're going to be okay. So sorry, folks. Not my fault. San Andreas' fault. Now, as long as the roof doesn't come down, I think we should be fine. Wait. Is that the roof coming down? That's not good. Not good. What do we do? Oh, no. Wait. I can't. Come on. Push it out. Media play. Oh, no, mother. So sorry, everybody. As soon as you can. Let's go. Take it up. Here we go again. Check. Bring it. Up. Straight. And slide. Oh. Okay. I think we're back in control of the tram up here, folks. We're gonna get out of here. Uh-oh. It's a sequel.
Oh my god!
Quickly, before they realize they have to leave. Universalites. You just you guys did great back there. Well done. They used it in that episode of Bones. Here it is, opening of the episode on your screen. These kinds of large-scale mechanical effects were popular in the 70s and 80s. They used them to create disaster movies like Earthquake, the big one, on which that attraction was originally based. But you know how we started using these? We made monster movies, mechanical monsters, large scale, with our friend Steven Spielberg. The whole era started with one particular monster, a mechanical shark. Back to Amity we go. Don't worry, guys, they've been arresting every shark in the harbor. I know it's hard to believe, but see that guy on the right, yeah? Still smiling for his mugshot? And he was just J-swimming out there, you know? He didn't even bite anybody. They're getting so strict.
Shark!
That's the Amity Ocean Force. See their boat out there? Yeah? They're arresting every shark out there. Oh, whoa, hold on now. Is that a shark out there?
Oh my gosh,
You know
shark.
what? I shouldn't profile. It could be a dolphin. Let's see what the professional thinks of. Buddy? Officer, can you hear me? What are we looking at out there? Sir, what's that? I can't really hear what you're saying, but you got a lot of guts being in the water with the... Oh, gross, his guts. Oh, ooh, look away, kids. Don't worry. He's just having a little Kool-Aid party with the dolphin down there. He's going to be fine. Ricky, let's pull up. Let's pull up here. Okay, don't worry. We're just going to park behind this very safe dock with all these flammable gasoline barrels. Now, keep an eye out. There is a yellow bait buoy out there to the right. You guys see it? Okay, with any luck... Oh, the shark's got it. He's got the bait. Wait, he's dragging the whole dock with him. Is that a gas leak out there? I don't think that was a part of the plan. Oh, no. Ooh. Talk about a hot set. Hey, put on your 3D glasses. I bet it's even hotter. Yeah. Go for it.
Aray, pating! Shark.
Put your hands together for Bruce, the mechanical shark out there. Yes! Working his tail off. Shamu's got nothing on you, buddy, really. No. Yes. Give him a hand. Heck, give him a leg. He's hungry. Yeah. Bruce is what they called the shark on the set of Jaws. That was their joke on the production, right? Spielberg was like, I'm going to name him after my lawyer, because lawyers are sharks. They had a lot of problems with Bruce. He sank to the bottom of the ocean, first day filming Jaws. Yeah, that's not good. He works great out here. You know why? Fresh water. Salt water. They went to the real Atlantic to make it more realistic. That was Spielberg's vision. Saltwater mechanical parts, they don't work well together. Sharks sank again and again, until, I kid you not, the whole cast and crew were calling the film flaws on set.
That's a marginalized shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying...
On the right-hand side is another classic set, the Chicken Ranch, from The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. Also seen in House of 1,000 Corpses. Off to the left-hand side is the entrance to Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives. We've been using it in our show Never Have I Ever. It's on Netflix, but we make it right here. It's a Universal Television series. Made by Mindy Kaling, who we made the Mindy Project with. We're going to head up Steven Spielberg Drive, so let's talk more about the guy that directed Jurassic Park, E.T., and Jaws. Elliot and his bicycle. There'd be no Stranger Things if there were not Elliot and his bicycle. It's a big, long love letter to Steven Spielberg, that show. The bicycle defines Elliot, right? This is often the case with vehicles. They can help tell us about our characters. Look at our Fast and Furious movies. The make, the model, the color, it all adds up to tell us something about the character. Look at Dominic Toretto's car on the right. It's the glossy black Dodge Charger. Color is especially important. Black, it's a signifier of callousness, of hardness, right? He knows what he's doing. White is the opposite. It's a color of innocence. It's well ascribed to a young Miriam Crane. She drives a white Ford when at night, in the rain, she approaches the Bates Motel. One of the most iconic sets in cinematic history on your right. Built for Psychos 2 and 3, but in homage to the original Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. We don't have the guy with the knife coming out today, no Norman Bates. So let's head straight up the psychopath. You know, Lou Wasserman, the guy that ran this company for a while, he offered Hitchcock's old office to a young Steven Spielberg. Spielberg refused to move in.
Lou said he moved into that office. He said, no, I can never be a Hitchcock's office. Try. I'm busy.
He learned so much from Hitchcock, he couldn't move in. He learned how to hide his bad guys. You almost never see Mother in Psycho. She's the bad guy, but it makes her all the scarier not to see her until the very end. You get a nice little look at her if you're on the left of the side of the tram. Look up in that top left-hand window. Hi, Mom. Looks great for her age, doesn't she? Not a day over dead. Spielberg uses this trick. He hides the shark in Jaws, makes it scarier. And he also hides the aliens in War of the Worlds, based on the book by H.G. Wells, the radio play by Orson Welles, all about an alien invasion. That is a real 747 on the left, 60 grand to buy it from a junkyard, and an additional $200,000 to get it shipped to this location. To make his set more realistic, he got a real plane in here, but it ended up being almost a $300,000 set, used for less than 4 minutes of the final film.
The airplane crash set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. He keeps telling her not to look at the set. Close your eyes, okay? His way to do this, guys, to make his movies about dinosaurs, aliens, and sharks more realistic. He could have used a big blue screen or green screen for this set and added the plane and everything else digitally. We have a big blue screen out here on the right. Below it, big cement basin. They fill it up with water. You can create a different plane crash scene out there. Check out Sully with Tom Hanks.
Evacuate.
In this case, the plane and the actors in the water you see here, they're all real. They sat in that basin. They just erased the blue and filled it in with a digital sky and city, so it looked like they landed in the Hudson River. We've got some cool stuff happening over here on the right, but we're not talking about it just yet, so get your pictures. But I want to talk for a second more about Spielberg. Why didn't he do something like this, right? For the same reason he went to the real Atlantic to shoot Jaws, brought in a real plane here. Let's talk about Jurassic Park. He said, hey crew members, you're leaving your shoe prints in the mud. I'm gonna make some dinosaur slippers made. Everybody's got to wear dinosaur slippers on set so it looks like only dinosaurs have walked on Isla Nublar. That's right, that's what we're talking about here. E.T., shot in the order you watched it in. That's not how you make a movie. Pull that cord, otherwise remain seated. Ooh, what's going on here? I'm getting an incoming transmission. Hold on. What's up, buddy?
Look, this might be more serious than I thought.
Okay, we're getting redirected here. I'm assuming that this was because of you. Oh, hello.
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service.
3D.
And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program for your vehicle. And two, international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come. He'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I'm so tired of you stink guys stepping in just whenever you feel like.
Mute him, I mean.
Don't you?
All right, sure, whatever you say, man. You rock. Folks, we are going to head into the next bay in just a moment. It sounds like they're having a big party in here, okay? Now, I don't get invited to these things a lot. Do not wear your 3D glasses, okay? Don't embarrass me in there. I want to just fit in with all these people. Hello! All right, let's get some fist pumping going here, people. Let's pretend like we've been in a club before. Come on, everyone. No. Do stay seated. No flash photography. That's all I ask.
Everybody out! This is the FBI! Turn that music off!
Oh, you get invited to the party. Everybody leaves. The effect you're looking at is called Pepper's Ghost. It's how they brought Tupac back to life at Coachella a few years ago now.
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And what the other? Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Look who's got a Corona.
Him? That's right, party's over. You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not. You're under arrest right now. Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
Got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in another side.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door. Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Ooh, things are heating up. Well, you guys should probably buckle your seatbelts and put on your safety goggles, but we don't have any of that stuff, so put on your 3D glasses and hold hands, okay? Because things might get a little bumpy up here. I want you guys to stay as safe as possible. So we're just gonna hide out here in this dimly lit parking garage surrounded by ambient gunfire, okay? We should be all right in here. The Fast and Furious crew, they're gonna take care of us, all right? Or at least they should. But if anybody comes sneaking up to us, you know, just let me know and we'll drive this thing out of here as quick as we can, okay?
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
Yeah, I see him.
This is our turn.
After them!
Better than expected, I gotta say.
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come on, this thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up.
Don't think you're getting away! Follow them dogs!
Way to go, Letty.
Drop under the missile shot!
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Roman, don't shoot! Bridge! Under construction!
Hit the nitrous. Run or die.
Fast and Furious or what, huh? Universalites, you just survived. Right done. Today on the world-famous Universal Studio Tour. Give it up for Ricky, your driver, one more time. She did a great job. They line facilities every day, and they come together to create the largest scale, most collaborative